What's going on? All right, hopefully the audio is working. I am on the road. Don't worry, it's super safe, I promise. Straight roads, highways, hundreds of miles. It's an absolute freaking grind, but I would not do anything risky in the name of this podcast. That actually, I think we got like 80 views on the last episode, so this is episode 2. And I'll just hold the mic right here because I can't get it to stop swiveling. I'm sure there's a way, actually. I'll figure that out because that'd be nice to have this thing just sit here and I don't have to mess with it. But I just wanted to recap how these last 24 hours have gone. I think my goal, my vision is for my diehard, my number one supporters, the people that really love what I'm doing here, just give you guys a little daily update show. And it'll be interesting as the business grows and as the followers grow. It'll be cool to kind of just keep tabs on like what I'm doing each day and kind of compare like what I was doing this year to what I'm doing next year, things like that. Plus, this is a really easy show to produce for me. I just press record and it's simple, it's easy, it's relatively low effort. And a lot of the other stuff I'm doing is incredibly high effort, and I was extremely stressed today. And normally my wife is the one that is more worried, and I have to show her that I'm confident and calm her down. But I was just so frustrated. Like, it was tough today, right? A lot of crap is being thrown at us at once. My wife is a huge help. Her sister also is working with me. She's my first employee that I hired. She's helping full time, and she helps a massive amount as well. And even with all these people, with 2 people now instead of just me, we ran into a ton of trouble with the free pick content. So we basically, every morning we have 2 tasks. We have the premium plays. We have to handicap, go through all the props, go through all the lines, find the best value, and then send that out in an email. And then we have to basically use the picks that just missed the premium card as our free picks and make content around the free picks. And in some cases, if there's a big game, it's better to do the big game as your free pick to get more views, things like that. For baseball season though, especially with the All-Star break, I mean, we were just fortunate to get anything out for the free pick with WNBA. But for today, the free pick was a couple of pitchers, strikeouts over, and basically we could not for the life of us get that thing uploaded without it being a little bit fuzzy. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you have a super nice iPhone 13, you flip the lens around to use the front camera, you do everything right, you spend an hour editing it, and then when you upload it, it's not clear because on like YouTube, audio is the most important thing. But on YouTube Shorts or IG Reels or TikTok, like having clear video is so important. And it's just like is this such a difficult thing for us? Anyways, it was a tough morning. It was a really tough morning, but we're getting through it. I'm feeling good. I mean, in general, I feel good and I feel confident about what I'm doing here. It's just like, holy cow, man. At what cost, right? I'm putting myself through a gauntlet here, and what I've kind of realized is the excitement for baseball peaks around like May, and then once you get to July, all people care about is football, preseason football stuff. So I'm doing this baseball tour, going to these stadiums, and it's just bad timing. I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna make content, but next year I think the baseball stuff will really explode. And as soon as possible, I mean, second half of August, I'm gonna be going to a lot of football games. And I smile saying that because I just can't wait to go to football games. It's exciting. It means something. Every game means something. And I go to these baseball games, no one cares what's going on. I care, but that's because I'm betting. Everyone else there, I mean, maybe 5% of the sports bettors that are in the stadium but most people don't care either way what happens. You see it in my TikToks, like in the background, I'm celebrating a home run, and you've got people just looking at their phones. It's like, why did you even come to the baseball stadium? Matt Olson just hit a home run. Why are you here? You're in $300 seats. Why are you on your phone? You should have just stayed home. Anyways, I'm pumped for football. Right now, I'm actually heading to a friend's place in Tucson, which is 43 miles away. I swear this drive today has really crushed me. I need a nap in the worst way. But I sound like a baby saying that. But I really am exhausted. And meeting up with my friend Max, who runs Fantasy Football AZ. And what's cool about Max is he really inspired me to get a fantasy football TikTok page going. And last year, about this time, my sports betting education channel got banned, and I had a lot of haters, and they basically mass reported my videos. I got taken down, and I was making about $30,000 a month at that time. So as you can imagine, it was pretty devastating, and it was pretty freaking concerning. And it is what it is. It happened, and I bounced back in a big way. And I bounced back because I saw Max's page, and I said, you know what, that looks like fun. Fantasy football, I've always loved fantasy football and baseball. And I built up the fantasy page. And going forward, tonight actually, maybe when I'm with Max actually, I'm going to crank probably 4 pieces of content for my fantasy football page and then start live streaming on there. And I also want to get a podcast done with Max for 2 reasons. One, because he's is he the top? I think he is the top fantasy football TikToker. He really is. There's just not a lot. BDGE, but they blew up because of Ike's Lunch, so they're big time too. And you know, fantasy footballers, they're not as big on TikTok though. But Max is definitely the biggest fantasy influencer that only pushes through TikTok. And he's got strategies with other stuff too, and I talked to him about that a lot. But I'm excited to interview him, 1, because he's big time. 2, because I need to test out this equipment, right? I just got it. I'm not the most efficient with it, the most proficient with it. But yeah, I want to test it out because I have another guest, a minor league baseball player in Modesto, California. And I'll be in Modesto in about a week or 2. And I want to interview him, but I want to make sure my stuff works. And I'm going to test it out with Max, and if it goes well, then I'll know it's going well. But yeah, it's going to be kind of funny just interviewing dudes in my van. I think how it's going to work is I'm going to sit in the workstation that's right behind me, and then I'm going to flip the passenger seat right there around. That way we're kind of facing each other. And then I'll have 1 camera, which I'm using an iPhone 13. I have 2 iPhone 13s. I'm going to use a camera on each of us, and that's where I'll get the video. And then the audio will be this mic plugged into the phone. So that's the game plan for today and for the rest of the night. So meet up with Max, get lunch with him, catch up. Then we really are caught up. We talk a lot on the phone, but it's cool to see him in real life. And then do a podcast. Then get to Arizona, maybe go to the game tonight. I'm still 50-50 on if I'm going to do that. And then make 4 pieces of fantasy football content for tonight. So, yeah, that's an insane day, especially considering what I've already done to this point. But that's kind of my life right now. And the reality is I'm really struggling ever since Sports Betting Education 2 got taken down. That page really produced enough signups for me to Prize Picks and Superdraft and Thrive Fantasy. Really produced for me in a way where now that it's taken away, I mean, it's definitely hurting. So gotta just, put content out, build it back up, and focus on the pages that I do have and build those up as well. So we'll see what happens, but as always, thank you guys. I couldn't do this without you. My iPhone overheated, so it stopped recording, but what I was saying is I love you guys. Thanks for your support. You guys are great. The community that I've built You guys really have my back, and I really freaking appreciate it. So thank you very much. I want to meet you guys really bad. I want to meet as many people as I possibly can. So if you're in Arizona or on the West Coast, please reach out to me. I also got a second phone, so I'm going to be posting my phone number on there. That way you guys can just freaking text me, and that is awesome. So I'm super excited to just get closer to you guys, get more well connected, and hopefully meet a lot of you. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode of the podcast. Good luck with all of your bets. Have a great day.